This is log number 2. We're just running through the events of the first log, documenting everything. So, if you remember, Neil managed to grab this book right before we ran out.
The book is actually about some Melody Malone. I don't know if it's the same Malone that we investigated earlier. But the story, it's a fantasy fiction sort of thing, and it's about some angel statues which take over Manhattan.
Some fiction.
So yeah, so I can't detail it much because I haven't read the whole thing. But the last 2 pages are actually torn, and in the index it's given like the foreword. So I can't be sure about that also. But the character that they define, it's very, very similar to the character that
even on the cover, if you look at it, the hat and everything, it looks quite similar. But considering it was written in the 1930s, it could be very possible that the Malone we're investigating modeled herself after the character.
It could be like
into that,
something like that. But the card that we found, it's like the public library card for some Akash Kashyap.
The name instantly rang a bell because there was this famous Kashyap case about 6 years ago, even before we started investigating.
The article is some like mother kills daughter, hangs herself to death. So
we've even got a photograph from the crime scene. The help here was written with the daughter's blood. And as soon as I saw it, it did sort of remind me of something, but I couldn't place where exactly it was from. And supposedly the mother hung herself right where we found the dog. So in the video, if you look, something appeared on the wall right after Neil touches the Sonic. And we tried to take a snapshot of that from the video and enhance the colors a bit. It read, use the Sonic to fight them, just point, find TARDIS, if that's how it's pronounced, and it's signed by the Doctor, whoever that is. Now the Sonic we believe to be that device which we picked up, which makes a lot of noise.
We can't be sure. I mean, it's like it was sort of repelling the whole thing, anything that was attacking us, but it hasn't activated since.
We don't know if we're controlling it or if it's controlling itself because it turns on by itself at a point. In fact, someone communicated with us via our website and they mentioned the malfunctioning of my video camera, if it could be due to some sort of radio interference. Now, there is some sort of interference because of the Sonic, because every time it activates, there's a flicker in the video. But then there was also some interference in case 50, right before something on the TV came up, and also in the car when we heard something in the audio. So if that was the Doctor trying to contact with us, even that causes some sort of malfunctioning with the camera. And also at the location, Neil's torch stopped working, and even my torch started flickering. Yeah, and there was interference in the camera there as well, but we haven't been able to replicate all that since. So yeah. I think we should look into this Akash Kashyap guy.
Let's not actually get into this very deeply, but yes, we'll just question him and we'll see whatever he has to say.